Mercedes-AMG Interview Lounge.
Incredible. Jesse McCartney, fantastic.
Can I ask a question? Jocko's got this little black box on the end of his guitar at the I guess the top. What is that for?
It's a tuner.
Oh, that's like an automatic.
It's a guitar selfie. He can just from his guitar, he can just take pictures of himself playing. Because that's what today is about.
It is about selfies. It's a tuner. Of course, in the Bronx where you're from, that's a fish.
It's a fish.
Okay. It's a friggin' tuner.
It's a tuna.
And by the way, let me add this comment. A tuner.
It's a tuna.
In the Bronx, they put R's where they're not supposed to have them. They take them away where there's it's a tuner.
It's when I'm
or vodka.
It's vodka.
It's a pretty good idea.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
By the way, a G5 costs about $48 million. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, they're pretty expensive.
That's great. It was great to see Danielle singing along over there.
It's so awesome. It's like we have our own little private concert. It's so cool.
Well, thank you guys for coming in.
Thank you
let's
guys.
talk about it.
Yeah.
You're out on the road. You're visiting college campuses.
Yeah.
And so, is there something you're learning that's going on? Like, is there like a common theme of like thought or attitude? Or
Just that my fans are in college, I think, is the common theme. But no, I mean, I think that it's funny. I started doing this obviously like 14 years ago. My first debut album came out in 2004.
Wow.
Beautiful Soul was the first single, way back. And it's just funny because right now, this is the new music that I'm putting out that I just put out a couple days ago. It's the first music I've done in over 4 years, or close to 4 years. And it's funny because I do these shows and there's like this excitement for the new music, and then of course this nostalgia of the old music,
right?
And it's just happening. I feel like at a really good time. The song especially is this just feel good song that I feel like needs to happen right now in this climate where everything feels really crazy.
Well, I gather that I was listening to the lyrics of "Better with You," and you're definitely reflecting the times. I mean,
for sure.
now. And I'm assuming that's what you're getting from your fans, your fan base. They feel this way.
Definitely. I mean, I think, we all kind of felt in the last year or so, it was just a very turbulent time, politically and socially. And it just felt like, I just felt uneasy all the time. I'd wake up and I was just like, oh man, people they've been after each other and at each other's throats. And my friends and I, we got together in the studio and we were just kind of feeling discouraged, and we decided we wanted to write something that just made people feel good.
Right.
And so the song is about finding somebody who makes you a better person, who makes you a better version of yourself, and just brings a positive energy into your life and is there for the good times and the bad. And it's very reminiscent, honestly, of Beautiful Soul, and I think that's why people are kind of connecting with it.
Right.
So I've been playing it at these colleges, and it's been going over huge. They're already singing the song, and it's been out for 48 hours. I'm really excited about this one.
Do you still get nervous, like when, because you've had a lot of music out?
Only around you, Danielle.
Yeah, whatever.
She makes us all a little nervous.
Anyway, because it's still like your baby, it's like
Totally.
Right before it comes out, are people going to love it?
Yeah, I get anxious all the time. I mean, it's one of those things that you spend so much time writing and then producing and tailoring so that it's perfect, and then it's out there and you're like, wait, did I do all the right edits? Is that it? Is that the right mix? I don't know, but it's out there, and at a certain point, you just have to put it out.
You gotta let it go.
You gotta let it go.
Look at the comments coming in. All of them. Beautiful Soul Tour, my favorite first concert. Forgetting about his OG fans. Hello, remember OG? Jesse's my first concert at 13. I'm 26 now. I've followed Jesse since his Dream Street days.
Yeah.
There you go. You sound so great Monday morning. Can't imagine a better way to start my day.
Awesome.
Hey, wait a second.
You.
You know who? Someone is fangirling here in the room.
Who's that?
This guy over here, Dave Brody. Dave Brody, tell Jesse McCartney why you're fangirling.
In addition to loving your music, and you've been a friend of the show for so many years, you were fantastic on Fear the Walking Dead.
Oh, thanks, man.
You're a nasty son of a bitch.
Oh, thanks.
But I think that's a compliment, actually.
They did not advertise you were going to be on, so people were watching it going, who is that guy? He's great.
So,
I hate him.
wait, so no one knew you were going to be on making an appearance there?
No, nobody knew. They had it under tight wraps. We shot down in Mexico for about 5 weeks, and I only did a couple episodes, but I asked, I was like, hey, should I start promoting? They're like, no, don't tell anybody, don't tell a soul. When we were finished with filming, you'd give your sides and your script back. They were really protective.
Now, why is that?
Oh, wow.
Why did they not want to?
It's got a huge fan base, and I think everyone is, like our guy Brody over here just wants to know what's happening in the next episode, and they try to keep it under wraps, and that you sign an NDA when you get to set. It's like a whole thing.
Well,
but
what would happen if it did leak and they found out it was you? What would they actually do to you?
They would actually turn me into a zombie, probably. Yeah.
They would kill him.
Yeah, they would kill me.
Find him and kill him.
Yeah, no, you'd probably get sued and then kicked off the show.
Yeah.
Really? Well, I'm glad you didn't do that.
Yeah.
I know, but now it kind of makes me wonder, like, who else was on that show that we never knew? I bet there was... seriously.
Probably. There were a lot of like guest stars that came through the show. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I know it was one of those popular,
you wouldn't tell us.
Popular shows.
We'll sue you.
It was one of those like SVUs where every actor has done an SVU episode, you know? But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. Obviously, I got to play this dark sort of pirate that like jumps aboard this ship and
don't give it away. La 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 la.
No, it aired a couple years ago. But yeah, no, it was a good time. It was a really good time.
So you still love acting. I
love acting, and I love the comedy world. I'm doing a lot of like creation of my own characters and writing scripts, and I did a show for Freeform Network called Young and Hungry for a couple seasons that was more of like a multicam comedy thing.
Would you ever do stand-up? I would crap my pants if I ever did stand-up.
I'll never say never. It's definitely one of the hardest forms of comedy, I think, in the world of comedy, and I have a great respect for anybody who can do it. Who does a lot of stand-up. I haven't, but I honestly, I think about it all the time. I spend a lot of time at home creating characters. I have a couple of characters on my Instagram. One's called Gentle Jerry, and the other is
that sounds creepy.
This guy, it's very creepy, and this other guy like Hansel. But yeah, I mean, I spent a lot of time just kind of being creative and coming up with things. You know who does a lot of stand-up is John Mayer, actually. He travels and does his own, and he's fantastic.
He does?
He's one of the most hilarious guys.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
John Mayer's hilarious.
Hysterical.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I like it. I think it's funny.
You know, when we've had him on before, he actually was very funny.
Was he?
Well, he was very, but like a tongue-in-cheek, sarcastic kind of.
I know he was mad at us.
Comedy's very, very personal. I think it's more personal than like food.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you have to have the taste for it.
Yeah. I don't know. By the way, if you're just turning us on, this is Jesse McCartney. He just performed for us, but we're going to play his single "Better with You," which has only been out for a couple of days.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and Danielle asked the same question I always ask, is when they push the button and it's out there, do you sit there and just watch? Do you refresh, watch the numbers go up? Like people are buying it, downloading it. Are you that attached to it?
Totally. I want to know what's happening. I want to know where it is, where it's being played, who's listening, and yeah, I mean, no. At a certain point, you kind of have to let it go, like you guys said, and just kind of let it do its own thing. But right now, I'm just completely I'm thrilled with the overwhelmingly positive response. The video came out as well 2 days ago on Vivo, and it just exploded on Instagram and everything. So I'm really excited.
I think the last time we saw you was on the red carpet at the iHeartRadio Music Awards in L.A.
Yeah,
one of those iHeart shows.
It was a few years back.
He was at our Jingle Balls backstage and stuff.
Yep.
We still have all these concerts.
Yeah.
You were actually. I have a picture with you. You were wearing this cool ass suit.
Yeah.
You remember the Jesse McCartney suit I kept talking about?
Yes.
I think there's a photo around the studio somewhere of us.
And I actually went and did karaoke with him one night. A bunch of us went out to karaoke.
Yeah, Danielle and I went out and did karaoke one night here in the city.
I never get invited to do anything. Yeah. Hey, I love this text. Jesse poured his water bottle on me at his concert.
And she never showered again.
Is that good to do that? Is there a lawsuit waiting to happen for throwing water at people?
I think water, you're okay. She looked thirsty.
Usually we turn this off because you never know what people are going to say.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
but it's all good.
It's all great.
If you see someone reach up there and turn it off real fast, you know some clunker came through. They don't show me most of the stuff that comes on. I'm like, what are they saying? No, you don't want to know.
Let's scroll through that one.
You can't handle the truth. All right, well, I got to play better with you. What's your next stop? What are you doing?
So I'm in New York for about a week doing press and promotion. I'm stopping over at Billboard later and, making the rounds. But I'm going to be heading back on. I have a few colleges coming up the rest of the spring, and then I'm hoping to do a full tour this summer. So back on the road. You know what you're doing, Jesse, that I really love? What's that?
You're running your own show. You're an independent artist, which is, I don't know, it could be frightening. I don't know. How do you feel being the guy who's making all the decisions for you?
Well, it's exciting and it's fun and it's certainly liberating creatively, and you just have the freedom to do whatever you want, which is such a great place to be, especially growing up in a world where as a child, everyone was kind of guiding you and telling you what you should be doing. So
Right.
That is really nice. I think that the drawback to it is that it's a lot more work. I'm now on the marketing side, the advertising side, the financial aspect of it is something I have to think about, and there's a business to it. So
oh my God, my head would explode.
all that stuff is a part of it now, but it's I have an amazing team, that takes the load off for the most part, but it's full on, it's a full-time gig.
We're seeing more and more people doing the independent thing, like our friend Jake Miller.
Yeah, Chance the Rapper.
Chance the Rapper. I mean, okay, a couple of successes. You don't have to be on a label, do you? But congratulations on everything.
Thanks a lot, man.
It's good to see you.
I appreciate it.
I'm going
Elvis.
to play your song. I'm going to give it a bunch of spins.
Yeah, cool, man.
In the music world, when we play a song, I think you get it's 80 detections. Is that what it is? Or there's spins. What are they called? Spins.
Spins. Yeah.
And so for every one person who hears this song, Jesse McCartney gets $1.45. No, it's going to add up. We got 10 million people listening.
There you go.
You do the math.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is Better With You. You can download this. Let's do it. When you go into iTunes today, watch the numbers start to rise and rise and rise because we want everyone to go buy a copy of this.
Yes.
Just let's have fun with it. What is it, $1.29? What is it?
Well, wherever it's also on Spotify. Wherever you get your music, it's available.
Don't say Spotify on our show.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go buy it.
What are you doing, Spotify? What's the other one? What's the other one? Well, what's the other one? Spotify.
Apple Music.
Pandora.
Pandora.
Go, whatever you do, don't go to iHeartRadio. Just go to those other ones. It's totally fine. It's okay. Well, hold on. Diana, real quick, Diana wants to say hi to you before you run out. Hey, Diana, say hi to Jesse McCartney. Diana.
Hello.
Diana. Hello.
She's there.
It was the Pandora comment.
Yeah.
Say hi to Jesse.
Hi.
Hey, Diana.
Oh, yeah, there is a
hear
phone
you.
problem.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, I hear her screaming.
Yeah. Hey, how are you? Where are you calling from? Are you?
My car.
Yeah, it sounds
Is
great.
your car in hell?
Are you in Iraq? Where are you?
Brother met you back in a bar in 2005, and you talked to my sister on the phone, but I wasn't home, so I never got to talk to you.
Oh, there you go.
Well, here it is.
Oh my gosh, you just took care of my 15-year grudge.
Oh, well, I'm glad I could do that.
Now what is there to live for?
Yeah, now what?
Well, look.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for listening.
Cool.
Say goodbye to Jesse
Thanks,
now.
Diana.
Okay, bye.
All right.
what?
Ciao.
She waited 13 years for that.
She really nailed it.
Now she's got to wait another 13.
Great job. Oh, it's not meant to be.
Oh, Diana.
All right. Please go download Better With You. I'm going to play it for free for once. That's all you get.
Yeah.
Then you got to download it and you can listen to it on your own over and over. Jesse McCartney, thanks for coming.
So happy to see you,
Thank you very
Danielle.
much. Listen to the words. I love this song. Listen to the words.